coastal towns and cities in Allied hands, British and American forces, joining with the Canadians, drive for Messina. Engineers clear minefields in the path of advancing troops.
Once again, J76NY here, and this is Burden of Command, a tactical leadership RPG by the folks at Green Tree Games. We are Nickle Company. We are moving in on the German position here. This is our primary objective, so we're doing pretty good so far. A lot of our troops are making their way across the field. We still have some guys that are been left behind. I kind of do that. From time to time, I leave my guys behind. We have the assistance of a smoke mortar squad, or a chemical mortar squad. So that's come in pretty handy. We've been able to smoke out the Germans on this ridge. We are going to have to move up a little bit in order to get line of sight on this guy. Stern and his weapons squad do have line of sight on him, but not the smoke. We did get Lieutenant Rao behind their position, so we should be able to make a decent strike on them and then sweep this way with the rest of the forces down here. My concern is this is turn 4 of 16, and we've had a pretty good time of it so far. What's the catch? There's got to be a catch, because this so far has been a fairly easy scenario, and I haven't come across a scenario on this game yet that was just like, wow, that was a snap. So I'm kind of wondering what the catch is. What's the catch? I know there is more weapons up in this area here because these guys are pinned down. So is he. We may have to bring our captain over to help out on this side of the battlefield, but for now we're going to make an assault on this position here. Rao is in a good spot, so if we bolster, actually I should probably, let's go to Stern first. We're going to have his machine guns fire here.
More crowds! Get down!
Alright. His other machine gun is over here. We could fire at him from this side, too. So that's what we're going to do. And then I'm going to move them up.
Fire!
I guess I'm not going to move them up. That's fine. See, where is Stern's mortar squad? They're good to fire on this guy here. So I'm going to do that. We'll start moving Stern up. Alright, looks like they can move up. They can't. Yeah, there isn't anything out here. That's just Stern. I'm going to move him up. I'm going to move Stern up. And then we'll we'll fire again on them. I know it probably doesn't really do a whole lot shooting at them more than one turn, but I'm okay with that here. Let's see, do we have line of sight? I know if I moved him over here, but that's a high hall over there. If we have line of sight from one of these spots on this guy. Yeah, it's not looking like we do. I know we do here. There's got to be some place I can move this guy where he's got line of sight. Up here. He's got line of sight there on him, but not on him who's right next to him. I just want the lieutenant. Oh, he's not leading. All right.
Stiefel an!
Oh, they moved. They ran away.
Haltet sie in Deckung!
They left their position wide open. All right. Were we able to suppress them at all? Let's rally. Now, unfortunately, he's the only one that can move here. He's way back here. So he needs the help. So do these guys. All right. Let's make the assault on this position here. Take command with him.
Incoming!
Ouch. Or if you can make the assault here. It's possible.
They're waiting!
No, that didn't work. All right. All right, bolster your men. Your men push to the top of the ridge. Down below and far away, you can see the landing force still stuck on the beach, hard pressed on all sides by enemy rifle fire. And right in front of you, just down a dirt track road, you see machine guns, mortars, Italian black shirts, and 2 full companies of German infantry preparing to charge over and devour your men whole. Shit, Captain, First Sergeant Grant says, draws a deep breath, orders. Getting to the top was just half the day. We might not be able to hold back the counterattack. Determine how to hold the ridge. We might not be able to hold back the counterattack. I know that. Look, it's hard choice. Because Accept a mission draw, major victory for the men to end this scenario. Determine how to hold the ridge. But we're right there. But that would be 12 turns, I think we'd have to hold the ridge. Shit. We're already kind of beat up. I wish I could go back to the other screen here. I don't know if it's really wise to chance not being able to withdraw at a later turn if I start to get beat up too much. I think I'm gonna pull back. I mean, if I have to hold for 12 turns with a squad that's been, or a company that's been chewed up pretty bad as is and wasn't in the best shape going into this, I don't think we can hold that. And I don't know how the game mechanic is where you take mass amount of casualties and just can't replace them if you end up not being able to continue or what, but for now I think I'm going to pull back. Sergeant Grant says it best. You're wondering why it always has to be us. Well, maybe it doesn't have to be that way this time. It's just, I mean, we're right there. That's why I'm having a problem with it. It's like, we are right there. But I think I'm going to order the retreat here. There's nothing to be gained here. The Germans will have to reform to counter-attack elsewhere, and by the time they do that, the ridge will be won. The difference is how many of your men will stay alive tonight, ready to fight again. Okay, I guess that was Sicily. Major victory for the men, very light casualties, earned 11 loyalty and 17 prestige on a mission draw. So there's that. Captain J is returning. So that's that. He's missing in action, yet returning, and he's seriously wounded, yet returning. So I think I did make the right call there. And besides, it was another captain. It wasn't Jay. So no egg on my face, right? So let's get this story going. Continue on. Okay, before the heat of the day begins to press down, the firing begins to taper off. Under impossible pressure from the Germans, your men are forced to regroup. They head back down the reverse slope under cover from the company mortars, carrying or dragging the wounded as they go. The Germans do not pursue. Nickle Company falls back towards the river in good order. The Germans waste no time in launching their counterattack, retaking the crest and covering it with their machine guns, but their infantry stops there. Before the day is out, the enemy is pulling back again towards Messina. The cotton balers are ordered into reserve not long after that. I would get a migraine trying to read all of this here. Combat report for 10th August. Alright. The day afterward, Lieutenant Colonel Heinz visits your command post. He is not a happy man. I've been hearing a lot of things about Nickle Company, things I prefer weren't true. more than rumors, that you couldn't defend some of the most defensible terrain around. Well, he's kind of got a point. You nearly screwed the pooch on this one, and you know it. All right. Heinz breathes in sharply, then exhales slowly and shakes his head. But maybe you deserve a second chance. This isn't a forgiving service, Captain, but I'm willing to give you one last shot. Fuck this up and you'll be counting beans and bullets until the end of the war. Understood? Yes, sir. He doesn't wait for you to salute before he stalks off. The men at your command post pretend that he was never there. Artillery thunders in the distance. Another American bombardment, another $1 million spent for a ridge to be taken, but not by Nickle Company. Only a dozen men linger on to watch the fireworks. The rest head for the field kitchens. Can't believe we came back for Monday's stew, Morris says as he prods at the mess of food in his kit. If we wait, it'll only be Tuesday's stew. Oh, hey, Captain. You find yourself so hungry you're almost willing to declare it acceptable. Better eat while it's still warm. Won't make it better, could make it worse. But we get you, Captain, we really do. The two men toast you and with their kits, and then head off to fill them. That's not the last time the men of Nickle Company take a moment to appreciate you. I'm appreciated. There we go. Okay. Sicily Garrison. All right. I'm going to see what I can do to rebuild here. We'll do that first here. Look at the combat fatigue here. Holy shit. Reduces combat fatigue by 100%. 10 prestige. Oh my god. We got 31 replacements. I think we should work on that. We'll do the replacement thing here. 3 prestige. Only got 14. Alright, we'll do 1 here. I think we need to get rid of some of this combat fatigue. There we go. No more prestige for you. Alright, let's get the replacements. This is going to drop their experience down a bit, but I want to rebuild my squads. And we have the replacements to do it with. It's just going to cost us a lot here. We can do... Oh, no, we can't. All right. So our squads are going to be up to full snuff. They're just... There's going to be combat fatigue, and we've just got enough replacements to get everybody up to full manpower. I'm not going to say full strength because they're definitely not full strength, but they are up to full manpower. What can we do here? Trust earned. Increase trust earned by 25%, 10 loyalty. We can do 2 of them. Let's do you. And Stern. There we go. Any chance I can get rid of any of this combat fatigue? No, I can't. Alrighty. Okay. Well, this was kind of a shorter episode. I wasn't expecting that choice to be given to me in terms of withdrawing, but I think I did actually make the right choice. And from what I understand, we are going to be continuing on. I think we're going to be probably going to Italy next, so we'll do that in the next episode. We'll find out here. It says Sicily Garrison, so we may have one more mission or 2 or whatever the game throws at us. So, anyway, if you like the episode, hit the like button. If you have any thoughts, tips, or advice, leave those in the comment section below. If you want to follow along, hit the subscribe, and we'll pick this up again in episode number 21. Hopefully we'll be in Italy then. J76NY saying thank you very much for watching, and have yourself a very good day.